this is how we took Lee from $125,000 a month to $190,000 a month, and this is what his first 2 weeks looked like with us. So I'm going to be going over what we actually did, what I do differently, the format, and then the kind of like landing page that we kind of use. But I guess I'll get straight into it, right? So we ran basically 3 ads. Okay, we had 2 ad sets. One was image and video, a video and an image, right? We had $20 daily. Lee was in a lower competition area, so we didn't really need to, have that much of a daily spend with him, although we always recommend 30 to 50 now. Always, regardless of the competition. Sometimes you can get away with $20, however, $30 to $50 a day is probably the sweet spot. So we got him a total of 15 leads. The average cost per lead was $13.47, and in total, in the first 2 weeks, we spent $205. Now, how did we structure his ads? How do we make sure the leads were quality? It's really, really simple. And like I said, I'm going to go over the things that I'd change now if we were to redo the 2 weeks with Lee and he just signed on with us. However, we ran primarily a video ad. This is the most important thing. I think this is where we got most of our leads from. We started out by directly calling out to his market. So Bristol homeowners, you deserve better, right? Which then allowed us to keep viewers watching because it hooked them. They're sitting there thinking, I'm a homeowner in Bristol, what's this about? And then we hit them with an irresistible offer. 30% off, a free quote, and an energy saving consultation, right? Your offer on ads is probably single-handedly one of the most important things to actually get leads through the door. Because if you sound like every other company that's offering a free quote or a free estimate for windows, a free estimate for a driveway, and that's it, and $2,000 off, yes, it works, but if you can make something a little bit more unique and stand out from the crowd, you're going to have a lot more people buying into your company, right? So like I said, offer's super important, can turn a bad ad into a great ad simply because of what you give. The more you give to someone else, the more they give to you. It's the law of reciprocity, right? After the offer, we state what Lee does. Kitchen renovations, roofing, bathroom remodels, home extension, flooring work, etc. This makes sure that when people submit their info, they aren't going to be wanting something that we do not offer, okay? Then, from there, after we give them an offer, we tell them what kind of jobs we do. We then give them proof, right? We took his Google My Business reviews, we put them on there. Then usually we're going to have a call to action. Now, the call to action is probably one of the most crucial parts to an ad. And the reason being is you've got them to watch all the way through. Now, imagine this, right? You can see my 2 beautiful drawings here. This is your marketing funnel. And so everyone who scrolls by, they start at the top of the funnel. And then gradually as they go down, you can see there's less water coming through because people are dropping off, right? So everyone sees the ad, they get to the offer, some people drop off, blah, blah, blah. And as you can see, there's a big hole here where the water or the potential leads are dripping out into nothingness. And the reason being is we don't have a call to action like this, because what you have to understand is that when you are running marketing, when you are running advertising, especially paid, where people are potentially not the smartest people in the world, even if they are the smartest, you don't want to create friction. You don't want to create friction in your advertising, otherwise it's going to lead to essentially less leads. So what you want to do is you want to make it so easy to understand, like a 5th grade reading level, of a 4th grader could understand how to submit their information. And that's where the call to action comes in. Claim here. Claim your 30% off voucher today before they run out. And this is what's going to actually get the leads to convert, because otherwise all of this here is just useless, right? I'm actually going to get my pen out. So yeah, like I'm saying, if you're not telling the leads where to go, you'll have the big hole. you need a call to action, right? Now, you've got multiple funnels in your marketing, if you'd like to think of it that way. You've got your ad, which is the top of your total funnel for driving money. Let me make the thickness a bit less. Lovely. You've got your form and landing page, leads, and then sales and money. So, you know, your leads are also your estimates. Now, we need, after the ad, a form and landing page for these leads to actually become leads, right? So it's going to help qualify the leads if we have a form, and the reason being is this is where most people drop off. Most really poor quality leads drop off, meaning that the leads that come through are now going to be highly qualified, and that's because of the messaging in our ad and the qualification process. And so I'm going to go over basically what we do with every client that comes through the door, and that's first use Facebook's in-house lead forms. Now, these are usually the lowest intent buyers, but there's a reason we do this, because if we can make it as low friction as possible, we're testing now not how qualified the leads are, but how well the ad's working in itself. And so once we can get people to start submit their information through the forms, right, that's when we can convert the form to a landing page like this. You can see it's kind of like a form, but we've got a little bit more proof here. We've got a little bit more intent, bit of a why section, request a free estimate today, takes them back up to here. You can see there's way more selling points, there's way more kind of advantage that we can take from landing pages once we know the ads are working. And so we'd essentially have pretty similar questions to the Facebook form here. The only reason that we're using this is because it's more high intent. People generally who submit their information through here are better quality leads, and your company generally looks more professional, right? Now, from there, we then take them to a thank you page. Thank you, we'll be in touch soon. In the meantime, schedule your quote/estimate date below. I'm going to have a thank you video, tell them to book in a quote, and then tell them to watch some of the interviews. So what you want to be doing as well, if you're not doing this already, is after all the projects with your clients, if they agree, you can pay them $10, $20, $30. You sit in the new project with them, set up a camera, have a microphone if you can, and you're just going to basically interview them, right? Why did you decide to get the project done? How long were you wanting to get the project done? What made you move forward with us? This is going to help the leads that are thinking about moving forward with you really push them over the fence, right? Because when we are showing them videos of your past clients, not just before and after pictures, videos of them saying, we went with you because we knew you did this quality work, and this is the quality work that you did, and you guys were really friendly, blah, 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 blah. You are selling them without even needing to speak to them. And that is the goal with advertising. That's the goal with marketing. You want easy lay down sales, right? And then down below, you're going to have like an appointment booker. So we use Go High Level. I know some people use Calendly. If you're doing it yourself, it's a little bit easier. It's more intuitive to set up. And then because they already submit the lead form, when they book in straight for an estimate, you'll have all of their information here. You'll have them booked on for you to go to their house and basically sell them, right? You can also give them a call after they book this. The thing is, we don't want any leads slipping through the cracks. And so most marketing agencies, most lead generation companies will make you call your leads, like Angie's, they'll make you call your leads, Home Advisor, these kind of things. What we want to do instead, like I'm saying, is get them to book in for an estimate directly, so that the lead is already on the calendar. Then you can call them after if you wish. You don't really even need to, right? You're going to have your interviews and case studies here. So like I said, tell them to watch the interviews, and they're going to watch that down here. You'll also have a Google review box. Make sure to have Google review box as well. It's just extra social proof. You're leveraging that. It makes leads have a higher likelihood of buying as well. And so this is the setup that we'd use. In terms of the changes I'd make now, video ads, they're okay. Picture ads, I'd say, are outperforming generally. So another thing you can do on top of the image ads is you can do user generated content, or UGC. And so you can pay somebody on like Fiverr, different kind of freelance job sites to essentially read a script out for you. And so what we do for a lot of the guys that we're working with at the moment, that's working really well, is we have UGC creators create videos acting as if they were customers. A lot of it's more educational UGC content, so educating potential like leads on certain things. Just like I said before with the XYZ companies made me do this, or we thought getting XYZ estimate was going to be like this, but it was like this. Content like that, in terms of like user generated content, works so much better because it adds such authenticity to the company and to the actual person on the video speaking. So I think I'd run UGC if I was you, and then I'd also run image ads. Now, if you want to check out what we're doing for some of the other guys around the US, you can do so on our website below. We can also go over kind of the marketing strategies you're using, if we can point you in the right direction to potentially get more leads, better quality leads, more estimates, etc. Then we can also book a call and we can discuss a potential partnership or just get you pointing in the right direction. Now, I don't want to keep you here for too long, and so I'm going to go, but I will see you soon, and the website will be linked in the description below.